Do it.
Good morning.
Like, what the hell is going on? And all these players, like, Liverpool was an absolute...
Let's not get crazy. Here we go. 3-team teaser.
All eight. They just don't give a shit. Yeah, so...
Welcome, everybody.
Welcome everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Football Prediction with me and Teacher Mark. How are you feeling today, sir?
I'm feeling great.
You're feeling great.
I mean, the season's almost over. Premier League season's almost over. There's a few other leagues that are still going on. But yeah, Premier League's about to finish. We'll cover that. A lot of big cup finals coming up soon. I'm feeling great.
You're feeling great. But first thing first, before we even begin, we gotta talk about one
Let's
thing.
do it. Let's talk about it.
Man City is our champions, baby. We won the Premier League trophy, baby. This is for Man City.
I've got to accept, I mean, Man City, they were the best, so congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, feel good about it. 3 in a row.
3 in a row.
5 times in 6 years.
Hell yeah, baby.
In the history of English football, which goes back like 150 years, no team has ever won 4 in a row.
Oh wow.
None of them. Back in the 19th century, never happened. All throughout the 20th century, never happened. Man City will try to be the first one next year to win 4 in a row.
But before that,
so that brings us into the final day of the Premier League, the final match day 38. It's been a great season, and there's some interesting games this weekend. But clearly, the big game of the weekend is Everton and Bournemouth. If Everton win, they're staying up. They had a 1-1 draw with Wolves last weekend, and with that draw, what that meant is if either Leeds or Leicester City had won their last 2 games, those teams could have stayed up. Leeds lost, a really ugly loss to West Ham. Leicester City had a 0-0 with Newcastle, so neither one of those teams could take advantage of Everton's draw with Wolves. Now it's back in Everton's hands. Surely they're going to beat Bournemouth. What do you think?
I completely agree. I completely agree with you. I mean, Everton, they're fighting for it. They're ready to do it.
They seem to be the team that, even though they don't have that much talent, they took some bad losses, but they do seem to be the one team down at the bottom that they still really are fighting for it. And I think they'll definitely beat Bournemouth. I'm going for an Everton win.
Yeah, neither do I. Let's see who can nail the scores.
I'm gonna go for 3-1 Everton.
3-1.
3-1. I'm going for 3-1 Everton. At Goodison, and they're going to be a big pitch invasion. They're going to celebrate. There's going to be blue flares everywhere. They're going to be going mental. All the board members are going to be shaking hands. And then next season, Everton are going to be in the bottom 5 again. That's my prediction.
That's your prediction.
Yeah.
All right, I'll say 2-1 Everton.
2-1
Everton.
The concern for Everton is last year they barely stayed up and they hit 39 points and they barely stayed up. This season they're going to barely stay up with 35 points. So they've actually gone from 39 to 35, which is not a good sign at all. It's really, really dangerous. They've got to make some massive changes over the summer. Massive. But I do think that they'll be in the Premier League next season. What do you think Leicester City and West Ham about this game?
It's playing at King Power Stadium.
At King Power,
right?
yeah.
Oh, dude. I mean, West Ham.
West Ham are coming off of a nice win over Leeds last weekend. Leicester City do not look good.
I do like West Ham in this game. I do like them.
I'm gonna go for a draw.
Do you go for a draw?
Yeah, I'm going for a draw. I don't like Leicester City at all, but it's their final home game. They might have a bit of passion, I'll go for a Leicester City draw, but that's not going to be enough. So let's just say 2-2 draw.
2-2 draw.
2-2 draw. Yeah.
You know what? This just pops in my mind like a second ago.
Yep.
So they're playing at home, the last game of the season.
Yep.
Maybe there'll be a little bit of a spark.
Yeah.
Or maybe they could pull it off.
Maybe they can.
It's just another kind of a game that it's just you can't just predict it.
You can't. The final day is so difficult to predict. It's almost impossible to predict it. I'm gonna stick with a draw.
You're gonna stick with a draw.
Yeah, but I'm staying away from this game as well. I'm staying away from it.
You know what? Maybe the last game last game of the season at home. Maybe they can pull off the win.
Yep.
Who knows? Maybe a little sparks from Jamie Vardy could turn off the game.
Yeah.
So yep, I will think that Leicester might turn it around.
Okay.
I'll say Leicester for a win.
Leicester for a win. It's not a bad pick.
Staying at home.
I can't disagree with that. I do like a draw, but I can't disagree with Leicester City to win. But I don't think it'll be enough. I don't. By the way, if Leicester City go down, get relegated, James Maddison, who's going to sign him? Top player.
Oh shit, we completely forgot about
Surely
him.
somebody's going to get him. It could be, and I've heard it could be Arsenal. Arsenal could be very interested in James Maddison.
Arsenal.
Yeah. I've heard Arsenal in for Declan Rice as well. They want Declan Rice and James Maddison. Is who Arsenal are going for. Let's see if they get him. I don't know.
All right, let's see.
But
good luck, Arsenal.
We'll have a video in a few weeks to talk about the transfer window. That's coming. Definitely.
That's coming up.
That means Leeds United, who still have a chance to stay up. Leeds are playing Spurs.
Leeds are playing Spurs.
I was thinking Newcastle. They were in my mind. Leeds are playing Spurs the final day at home. Mm-hmm. All right, so we'll just jump into it. Leeds and Spurs, final day at home. What do you think?
Leeds and Spurs. Dude, Spurs are so toxic.
I'm going for a Leeds win.
Well, earlier we were just making little mistakes, guys.
Yeah.
We're talking about Leeds against Newcastle.
Yeah.
I previously said, I'll preview it for you guys.
Yeah.
So I previously said that I lost all confidence in Big Sam.
Yep.
But now they're playing against Spurs.
They're playing Spurs, yeah.
At home. Dude, there is no way Spurs going to beat Leeds.
Me too, yeah.
There is no way Spurs going to beat Leeds.
Leeds United will beat Spurs.
They will 100%.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario is going to be a draw.
Yeah. I don't like Spurs at all. They're just waiting for the season to finish. They don't. Their manager situation is still way up in the air. Nobody knows what's going on. I'm going to go for Leeds United over Spurs. 2-0.
2-0.
2-0 Leeds over Spurs.
Yeah, I think 2-0 should do. Yeah, let's go for 2-0, guys.
2-0.
Big Sam. Well, what's going to happen to Leeds if they win this game?
If they win this game, they need Everton to lose is the problem. I'm looking at my table right here, and how it's set up is Leeds. They're 2 points behind Everton, so they've got to beat Everton, and they need Everton to lose. Because even if Everton have a draw and hit 34 and Leeds win and hit 34, Everton will stay up on goal differential.
And Leeds will go down.
Oh,
God.
So Everton have to lose and Leeds have to win. However, if Everton lose it's all tricky because Leicester City have a better goal differential than Everton do. Mm-hmm. And they have the same amount of points as Leeds. So the situation is this. If Everton win, they're staying up. If Everton draw and Leicester City and Leeds both win, Leicester City are staying up. Leicester City would stay up in that scenario with a better goal differential than Everton. And Everton and Leeds United would go down on goal difference on 34 points. And Leicester City would stay in the Premier League. It's all so interesting and finely balanced.
It's pretty tough.
Leeds have a chance, but they need Everton to lose, and they need Leicester City to have at least a draw, and Leeds have to beat Spurs. Is how it's going to work. But I really do think Everton are going to beat Bournemouth, and that's it. It's done. So? I do. Everton are going to beat Bournemouth.
But yep. Anyway, I still do have some hope in Leeds. Because Big Sam has just like I said in the previous video, I mean, Big Sam just offered a 20 mil.
Yeah.
20 million pounds if they somehow made it and stay up the Premier League. Do you think it's going to happen?
I do think Leeds are going to beat Spurs. I'm coming with that.
That's 100%.
Leeds are going to beat Spurs.
But Everton against Bournemouth.
I just do think Everton are going to beat Bournemouth as well. I do.
So you think they're going down?
Yeah, I do, because I also think that the worst case scenario is Everton and Bournemouth draw, which in that case, Leeds are still getting relegated.
Shit.
But what that does mean is if Everton have a draw with Bournemouth, and Leicester City beat West Ham United, Leicester City would stay in the Premier League.
Oh.
Is how it could work. Man, it's so tough.
Things just got tough.
But this is how I think it's going to play out.
All right.
Leeds are going to win, and they are going to hit 34 points. Mm-hmm. Everton are going to win and hit 36 points. and Leicester City are going to draw with West Ham. I think Leicester City, I guess, will draw with West Ham is what I'm going for, and that would give them 32. And that'll be that.
Man, things just got tough, innit?
Things got tough. It's very difficult to pick, but I'm putting my money on Everton to beat Bournemouth this weekend.
All right.
Yep, I'm putting my money there.
I'm quite sure as well. I'm quite sure. So get that money on there.
Get that money
Don't
on
worry,
there.
we'll make a conclusion before the end of the video.
Yeah.
Yep.
Some of the other games to talk about. Manchester City, the champions, they're playing away to Brentford on the final day.
Oh God, Brentford. I'm so sorry, but without Ivan Toney, you just
no Ivan Toney. By the way, if Brentford beat Man City, they'll be the only team to beat Man City twice this season in the Premier League. Brentford beat Man City already this year at the Etihad. Ivan Toney scored the game-winning goal in the 94th minute. It was just before the World Cup. Can Brentford beat them again?
Screw them. I'm sorry, but I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so. No, piss off.
No,
Brentford, piss off.
I guess,
but where? So they're playing at Brentford.
It's at Brentford, yeah.
Oh,
Brentford
shit.
won at Man City this season. They won at the Etihad. They won there.
Well, I'm trying to thinking in the positive way. Maybe like Man City want to get some kind of a revenge or something.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe they don't even care anymore because they already won a trophy. Who knows?
I'm gonna go for a Man City win. Definitely, I'm going for a Man City win because I'm going for Brighton to beat Man City tonight. Mm-hmm. Man City will come back and beat Brentford at the weekend. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm thinking. So
I'm going for Man City win as well.
Man City win.
Scores.
Man City 3-2.
2 goals for Brentford.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Final day of the season. Fuck it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what?
3-2 Man City.
4-3.
4-3. I think we're gonna get some fireworks in this game.
Here we go, guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
a lot of goals.
Yeah,
goals are coming this final day. Goals are coming.
Of course, this could be another game like the previous week. 7-8 goals in one game.
Oh yeah.
This is it.
Man United are playing with Fulham at home. What do you think about this?
There's a draw written over it.
Draw.
I think this is a completely 100% draw, or maybe.
I guess I'll go. So this game kind of depends on what happens in the Man United Chelsea game, because if Man United draw with Chelsea, they're confirmed Champions League. If they beat Chelsea, they've got it as well. I think they'll beat Chelsea, and I think this game with Fulham could be a draw. Draw.
You think Marco Silva's going to do it?
Keep in mind, Man U and Fulham have a very interesting season so far. In the Premier League game that was played back in November, Fulham played really well, and Man United scored a goal in the 93rd minute from Garnacho to win the game 2-1. It was a really, really bad luck for Fulham. They deserved to win the game, at least draw, and Man U won it at the very end. And then they played a game in the FA Cup. And we all know what happened in that game.
Hilarious.
Where it just
tragedy.
It turned into absolute mayhem. And Fulham were reduced to I think they finished with 9 men. After playing really, really well. At 0-0, they were playing really well.
Yeah.
So now maybe Fulham might just say, you know what? Mitrovic is back. Fuck these guys. We've been screwed against them twice this season.
Oh, shit.
We're going to do it this time.
This could happen. Oh God, yeah. This could. I can see this coming up, guys.
This could happen, man. Where Fulham are like, you know what, man? These refs, they've gotten us twice. We've let ourselves down twice. We've got to do it now.
We just gotta go in there, fuck these guys up.
Yeah.
No mercy.
I'm going for a draw, though. I think Man U, final day, Old Trafford. Draw.
Yeah, it's at Old Trafford
2-2 draw. I'll go 2-2 draw.
2-2 draws.
Yeah, I'm going for a 2-2 draw in this game.
3-3.
Wow, I love it. I love it.
6 goals happening.
6-goal thriller.
6 goal thrillers, guys.
Ooh, absolutely love it. Liverpool are playing away to Southampton. Final day of the season.
They're gone.
Southampton are relegated. I got to go for a Liverpool win.
This is 100% Liverpool because they are Southampton's. I'm sorry, Southampton fans, but they're already gone by now.
Yeah. Do you think Southampton has any chance of coming back up to the Premier League next season?
To be fair, I do think so, but you just gotta. I mean, if they lose, if someone signs James Ward-Prowse, anything could happen. Maybe they could stay down there for a while. Who knows?
James Ward-Prowse is gone. He is gone. Like if somebody's signing him, I don't know who. Maybe somebody good is going to get him. West Ham, maybe.
West Ham.
West Ham could be interested. Spurs could possibly be interested in him.
I swear to God, if he goes to Spurs, dude.
Yeah, somebody's getting James Ward-Prowse. Somebody's getting James Maddison as well. If Leicester City go down,
could be Sunderland, coming up next season.
Sunderland. Sunderland they lost in the playoff. They could win the championship next season. Sunderland could. I could see it. Mm-hmm. We'll talk about that in the coming months. Later, I like Sunderland. They have a bright future, though. Sunderland do. They have a really good future. I like them in the years to come. Liverpool beat Southampton, though.
That's 100%. Scores. What do you think?
3-1 Liverpool.
Say 4-0.
4-0.
4-0. Liverpool's already to smash Southampton.
Yeah.
I think they're already giving up hopes, because there is no. I'm sorry, but there is no way. No one can save you now. There's 0% chance of staying up this season. So
I think Southampton they've just got to kind of regroup this summer and say, because it does happen if we see Burnley and Sheffield United are coming back to the Premier League, and those two teams were just relegated. Mm-hmm. So I definitely think Southampton can bounce right back. They can come back. I feel like if they do things right in the summer, they'll be okay. Mm-hmm. Arsenal are playing Wolves. What do you think? It's at the Emirates.
It's at the Emirates.
I'm going for an Arsenal win. Final day of the
season.
Yeah,
you know what? I'll give them. I'll be kind to them today. I'll be kind. I always be harsh to them. But
Arsenal, Wolves are on the beach. They're waiting to party and celebrate this summer. Their players are nothing to finish. By the way, Wolves are one team I have serious concern about next season. If Wolves don't do something in the summer, 12 months from now, I promise you, Wolverhampton are being relegated. Yeah, I'm coming with that right now. If Wolves don't do anything this summer, which I got a feeling they're not going to, I think that this is going to be a summer where Wolves kind of get cheap, they get tight, and Wolves are going to be relegated next year.
Oh, really?
I feel, I think it's going to happen. They've got to be very, very, very careful with the next 2 months with what they do in the summer transfer.
What do you think they need? They need any midfields, defenders?
They're going to need midfielders because they're going to sell some players. I know that. I think Ruben Neves is gone. I think somebody's going to buy him. So right there, you're losing your best player. Jimenez might go. He's a great player. They're going to need to sign somebody in the summer window. I got concerned. Arsenal beat them. Aston Villa are playing Brighton, final day of the season. This game is at Villa Park. Both teams have had wonderful seasons. Both teams are going to be playing in Europe next year. Like I said, I'm going for a Brighton win over Man City tonight. And I think that's going to be Brighton's last big moment. They're going to love it, be happy. This last game of the season that's at Villa Park, I'm going for a Villa win. To kind of finish their season strong at home in front of their fans. I think Villa will beat Brighton.
So basically, we just give an advantage to the home side.
Home side, yeah.
All right. So dude, draw
could be a draw. I feel good about Villa winning this game. They've had a great season. They were pretty lucky against Liverpool last week, and there were some strange decisions in that game. Really, really strange. The Mings was clearly a red card. No complaints about the penalty. The penalty was definitely a penalty that was missed from Villa by Ollie Watkins. The first 20 minutes, though, to be fair, Villa played really good the first 20 minutes, really, really good. The next 70 minutes were all Liverpool. Villa should have had a guy sent off. Mings clearly was a red card, but 1-1 is how it finished. I'm going for a Villa win over Brighton, though.
I would say a draw. Scores. What did you think?
I'm going to go 2-0 Villa. 2-0 to Villa.
1-1.
1-1.
Here we go. 1-1.
1-1. Okay.
1-1.
A few more final day of the season games just to cover real quick. Chelsea are at home with Newcastle. I'm going for a draw in this game. Chelsea, I have zero confidence in them. Nothing. They want the season to finish so badly. I'm going for a Chelsea draw with Newcastle.
I don't think draw is possible in this game.
No.
I don't think it's going to be possible. I think Newcastle is going to beat them.
Yeah, definitely. If I had to pick a winner, it's Newcastle all day, all night. Chelsea are toxic. I think Man U will beat Chelsea this week. And I think Chelsea, I guess, will finish with I'm going for a boring draw. I'm going for a 0-0.
0-0?
I'm going for a 0-0 draw. Chelsea and Newcastle, 0-0.
2-0?
2-0.
Newcastle. Yep,
2-0 to Newcastle.
That's what I'm going to say.
Yep. And I guess just one more to cover real quick. Yep. Crystal Palace at home with Nottingham Forest. Both of these teams can feel really good. Forest got hot at the end of the season with 3 big wins. That huge win over Arsenal last week. I nailed that game. Forest stayed up. Palace at home. They've had a nice finish to the season. I'm going for a Palace win.
Palace win?
Palace win over Forest. I think Forest last weekend, that 1-0 over Arsenal, that was it. Like, they love it. They did it. Their achievement. They can feel so good about themselves. And I think Palace playing at home, they're going to want to finish the season strong. I think they'll have a lot of motivation. I'm going for a Palace win over Forest.
You know what? To be fair, you're right. You know, I mean, Steve Cooper's could be. I mean, he could be feeling good about what he's done this season.
Yeah.
Judging from his emotional after the game that they beat Arsenal.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe I think Forest could nick it. Who knows? I do like
Forest.
Forest.
It's a difficult game to call. It's a very difficult one to call.
Don't get me wrong, guys. I do like Crystal Palace, but I do think Forest gonna nick it.
Okay, fair enough. Forest, because Forest could say, you know, let's just finish strong. We just beat Arsenal. We had that great win over Southampton. We're staying in the Premier League. Let's finish strong. Who knows? It could be a draw. Who knows? By the way, 6 teams in the Premier League did not change their manager this season. The top 5.
Top 5.
Man City, Arsenal, Newcastle, Man United, and Liverpool.
Oh, Liverpool.
The top 5 didn't. Brighton did. Graham Potter.
Oh, yeah.
The top 5 didn't change their manager. There's only one other team that didn't change their manager in the Premier League. Nottingham Forest, Steve Cooper. That's it. So Forest stuck with Steve Cooper. They kept this guy. They had some difficult times this season. They had a real bad run of form. They could have taken the easy way out and sacked him. They said, nah, we're sticking with this guy.
We love him.
And it paid off. And they're staying in the Premier League.
You know, both of us love him, Steve Cooper.
Love him. So Forest, congratulations. It's a great story. Great story.
Great story. They're staying up.
They're staying up. So I want to recap real quick what we like, what I feel really, really good about for these games. These are the games this weekend that I feel very strongly about, very confidently about the results. Liverpool over Southampton. I feel really good about. Leeds United over Spurs. I feel good about. Everton over Bournemouth. That one I feel very, very, very strongly about. Aston Villa over Brighton. I feel good about. And Arsenal over Wolves. I feel really strong about. Those five are what I feel really, really strong about. I'm probably not going to give a 3-team teaser this week because the final day is so tough. I'm going to have my money on those games, those 5 individual games. I'm going to have my money on. I'm absolutely going to have my money on those teams winning. Some side bets. If you want to get some side bets where we could get some money, some good payouts, Fulham over Man U.
Okay, Fulham over Man U.
Just say fuck it, Fulham over Man U.
All right.
Is an interesting side bet. And you know what? If you want to get real crazy, if you want to get a reward, get some action. We've had a long season. We've trying to make some money. The final day, it's just a side bet to try to get.
Oh my God! Here's it.
Brentford over Man City. They beat them once already. Man City, they're already champions. These games are tough to pick. They're tough to predict, man. Brighton over Man City. If you just want to get a little bit of action, some good payout, go with it.
Okay.
Not saying it's going to happen, but I do think it's worth a shout.
It's worth a shout.
I think it's worth a shout. We'll be back very soon to recap the end of the Premier League, and we're going to talk about the Europa League final, the Conference final, the FA Cup final, the playoff final.
The playoff
Luton
final.
Town, Coventry City.
Oh yeah, we're going to talk about it as well.
Yeah. League One final, Sheffield Wednesday, Barnsley. And, of course, the Champions League final.
Of course. So, yep, stay tuned, guys.
Stay tuned.
It's coming up soon.
But enjoy the final day of the Premier League. That wraps it up. Get that money out there. Good luck to everybody.
So don't forget to place your bets. Get that money on there. Share this video to your families and friends if you want them to make some money as well.
Oh, yeah.
So, yep.
It's going to be a great final day.
Just sit back, relax, and watch some footballs, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, I think this should do it for today.
That should do it for today.
So, yep, thank you for you guys for watching the video. Subscribe, like, share. We'll see you guys again.
Adios.
Peace.